Raya. I'm 19 years old. I'm a third-year BFA Information Design student at Ateneo de Manila. Today we're riding from Pasig City and we're taking Marcos Highway to get to Katipunan. It usually takes about 35 to 40 minutes to get there. Let's see how it goes today.
Gano'n ka nakatagal na nag-bike commute?
2016 to 2017, I started bicycle commuting to school after years of riding a bus. Pero sobrang hassle na ako sa riding a bus because at that time, I'd have to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and then get picked up at 5:15, be at school by 5:40 because ako yung pinakamalayo from the school. But in reality, it's not that far. It was just like 4 or 5 kilometers away. Senior year, I decided, why don't I just bike to school? It's easier. I can get up later. I can get there quicker. My class would be at 8 a.m. and I'd leave the house 7:45 and still be on time. Like 15 minutes lang, mas malapit. So, I was even cycling in my uniform. Like, just with cycling shorts underneath. Tapos naka-school uniform na skirt. And then, it was fine. It was freeing to do that, and then I continued in college even though I hadn't biked this far to Katipunan before. Like on the first day of school, the actual first day of school, I just went for it like without having done it before. My dad went with me for the first time, and medyo scared pa ako at that time kasi hindi pa ako dumadaan sa Marcos Highway before. And then I mean eventually I got used to it. Like I could do it on my own with no fear. Sometimes I have to deal with drivers na medyo nakakainis, like they just cut you or they move too close to you. Basta I know like most drivers just lack common courtesy, pero you really have to have thick skin if you're gonna decide to bicycle commute in Metro Manila.
Ano yung greatest challenge when bike commuting?
Greatest challenge probably. Well, I think bicycle commuting is probably the most efficient and healthiest and most cost-effective way to transport yourself around Metro Manila. Pero probably the everyday issues lang is just you have to build endurance, you have to know how to fix your bicycle if you have an emergency, or if you deal with drivers who are terrible. That's like the nightmare. Like sometimes I'll be biking home and then may mga truck drivers there who they're like harassing me. Like nung first year ako, especially, I wasn't used to it. So I didn't have thick skin yet. Like nung first time na kinakausap ako, like nakakainis, like ba't ka nagbabike? Parang, miss, sakay ka na lang dito.
Wait, on the road?
Like on the road. It's just scary. Like they would be tailing me the whole way. And then like almost following me, and burat na ako na gusto ko magmura at umiyak sa gitna ng kalsada at sumigaw. But yun yung issues. But then like it's easy, like when you get used to it, like everything just takes time to get used to.
You mentioned like some tips na. Para meron ka pa iba pang other tips for others na nagbabike commute or sa mga iba na nag-iisip na mag-bike commute na lang?
You just have to be extra aware of the road because you know that drivers aren't like thinking about you really. You have to be extra aware of your surroundings all the time because you know that no one's going to make it easier for you. So you just have to be more aware, and then always bring water, always bring a raincoat. Because you don't know, the weather is so unpredictable. Like yesterday, it was literally raining super hard while ang bright outside, but it was raining so hard. So you have to always be prepared for that. And then bring a pump, bring an extra tire, interior. Yeah, yun. And then yeah, just keep thick skin and be aware of your surroundings all the time.